Guys, we're gonna talk about carb cycling. Carb cycling is when you go on low carbs.
Yeah.
Usually people do zero carbs. For a couple of days, and then they have one day where they just carb up, but not on bad shit, of course. You know, they carb up on good shit, like sweet potatoes and oatmeal and all that. And what that does, your body has three sources of energy. First one is carbohydrates. Second one are fats, and the third one is protein.
Carbohydrates is the primary source that your body goes to burn energy. But when your body is depleted of carbohydrates, it starts going for
it chooses the next best thing, which is fats.
Yes. So, or muscles, whatever.
Or protein, or muscle. But that it's really rare unless you're fucking starving yourself for like 3 days
which you should never be starving.
Yeah, you should never starve yourself. Of course, starving yourself is not the answer to losing weight, people. A lot of people think, oh, I'm not gonna eat, I'm gonna go exercise, this and that. Well, you're gonna be skinny fat.
Yeah, you're gonna lose the weight.
You're gonna lose the weight, but you're gonna have a lot of like loose skin, and you're not gonna have any muscle, and it's gonna be pretty fucked for you.
Your body's depleted of vitamins.
Exactly.
You don't look too good. Not good.
So that's basically what carb cycling is. You're decreasing your carbohydrates and you're increasing your fats. So your body doesn't have any other choice than to use the fats as energy. So you're pretty much burning all the fat.
The good fats.
The good fat. Yeah, exactly. Good fat. You don't want to be eating saturated fat, all that bullshit. Chips and stuff like that. No, you want to stick to like avocados, peanuts, peanut butter. Speaking of which, I gotta go buy some. And carb cycling is really, really effective, guys. I've never been on a strict carb cycle diet before. I've never really been on a strict like super low carbs and high fats and high protein. You gotta make sure if you do try a carb cycle, gotta make sure your protein intake is very high because there's a possibility of you losing a lot of muscle, a lot of mass. And never done it before. He's never done it before. So to show you guys how effective this diet is, we started our carb cycling today. So we're gonna go about, let's say, to the end of the week. Maybe on Saturday we're gonna carb up. We're gonna get I don't know if we're gonna get a little cheat meal in, but
you know what? No, we'll give it a month.
No, yeah, I know. I wanted.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about when our high carb day?
Yeah, our high carb day is gonna be maybe on Saturday, something around that area.
We'll take pictures today too and show you at the end of the month as well.
Yeah.
So we can show you the progress, if any.
And of course that goes back to tracking your macros, guys. Let's say I'm about like 170 something right now. I'm probably like 173 right now, and for me to try to keep all the muscle that I do have, which I know is not gonna be possible. Of course, I'm gonna lose a little bit of mass, but for me to try to keep that, my protein intake has to be either 175 grams of protein a day or higher than that. You gotta keep it up there. Your fats, I think you can slide away with like 100 grams of fats a day. That's a lot of fat. So my carbohydrates, I really want to keep them under 50 and under, but I've only had about I probably had like 20 something already today. So it's really hard to stay away from carbs. But I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try my best to keep them, for a fact, keep them under 100 grams a day. So it's gonna be a fun experience, and it's also a motivation for us to keep our diet on check, and because we want to see results, and we want to show you guys what the results will be. And another thing we want to add to that, since you're gonna be really low on carbs, there's gonna be a high chance that you're gonna lose a little bit of strength while you're training. Of course, you're gonna lose strength because carbs.
Your primary energy source isn't there.
Yeah, your primary energy source is not going to be there, so, don't get scared if you lose a little strength. Some people actually keep their strength, but right now, we're not really too worried about how strong we are, What matters is not how much weight you can do, it's how much weight you look like you can do, in my opinion. I mean, what's the point of like, you know, yeah, you're doing so much weight, but then again, you look like shit. So, what's the point of doing that? You know, powerlifters, they do it because they love it, you know. But we're not powerlifters. You know, we're trying to look good, man.
Well, you could get a little bit moody without carbs as well.
Oh yeah, expect that. Expect to get a little moody without carbs, cause it's gonna suck ass.
Doesn't feel the same.
Doesn't feel the same being on low carbs, man. There's so much sweets out there, so many things that you're gonna want to eat. You know, basically everything is basically a carb. Everything is basically everything. You know, it's so easy to get carbs in.
Everything that's not meat is a carb.
Everything that's not meat is a fucking carb.
Or fat. Anyway, that's just all we wanted to say.
Yeah, stay tuned for that little transformation. Like I said, we're gonna start today. Well, we started today, our low carb diet. We're gonna do it for about a month, but we're gonna be taking in weekly pictures just to show you how effective this low carb diet really is. And it's not just a low carb diet. Like I said, it's carb cycling. You go so long. You go 3 to 4 days on low carb, 1 day high carb, but make sure you're carving up on good things.
And what's a safe and effective limit of carbs that somebody should take in daily on the low carb days?
Safe and effective would be probably like 100 grams of carbs
a day.
100 grams of carbs a day. It would be like you're still gonna see results. You're still gonna lose. Well, yeah, exactly. You're still gonna lose weight. You're gonna see results. Maybe not as fast as you would, like if your carbs were lower than that, but you'll still see results on that. And like I said, that leads back to tracking your macros. You know, gotta make sure your protein is up there. Gotta make sure your fats are in between, and you gotta make sure your carbs are low in order for this diet to work. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you like and enjoy this vlog. Stay tuned for our little transformation. All right, I gained a couple of pounds over the course of like a week, and I just wanted to give this a try. So stay tuned for that, guys.